Hello, adventurers. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your Dungeon Master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 5th episode of Caches and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons and Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by our amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please, Nina Nikolic, Virtual Spectre, and Moves Like Jagger from the GGN crew. I'm excited, y'all. It's gonna be a good night.
Oh boy.
A good night to kill us.
Whoa.
I'm not going to do anything.
Don't you put that out there in the universe, Mac.
That dragon might, but I'm not going to.
What did I miss?
Yeah, you have to pay very close attention during the recap, VS.
All right, I got my notes.
But
it's fine. We only we turned you in for the gold, and no hard feelings, you know.
Turned me in.
No,
Yeah,
we didn't do that.
we just got a skip cutscene for you to get right to the action this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were stuck in cutscenes all last week, so you didn't miss anything. It's fine.
All right.
Anyways, a couple things. So as always, if you are not watching on our YouTube, go check it out. Go subscribe to us. Watch some videos. Leave a tab open when we're streaming. It would really help us out. We're on our way. We're well over halfway to the watch hours, but we still need help. So if you could just open up YouTube and just hang out with us, I would very much appreciate that. So the link's there in the description or in the chat for you, depending on if you're watching in the future or not. As well, I checked this morning and we're over 3,000 podcast plays now. So
Holy
up over
moly.
by 100 from last week. So thanks for listening, for enjoying our wonderful podcast content. So we have our episodes there. If you can't catch it live and you just like to listen like on the way to work or something like that, we have our Out of Combats there. We have Tome of Knowledge there. All kinds of fun podcast format stuff for you to listen to. And speaking of some of those shows, so Tome of Knowledge, Monday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific with VS, Moves, and myself, where we talk about D&D fun things. Last week we talked about multiclassing. And then Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. Pacific is Bunny Dreadful doing character art. So I think next Tuesday she's going to be finishing up Priestess Soraya as her next piece, our NPC friend from this campaign. And then we also have our Out of Combat, which is only VOD format, so you got to wait till Thursdays for that. But that's where we have 3 of the cast talk about the previous episode and anything up into that, just to get a little more insight into the campaign or kind of what they were thinking and what their heart was telling them in the moment of roleplay and all that other stuff. So check those out, as well as our Patreon. We have a couple different tiers to kind of help us out, and then any and all support, very much appreciate it. It does help out our channel. It's how we can have awesome music and super cool maps and all those other things that help us out. So very much appreciated. And then if you just want to come hang out and chill and talk with some like-minded people, go check out our Discord. It's at discord.gg/casters and cantrips.
Good times in there. We do art. We talk about video games. We talk about TV shows and music. It's a good time.
Post food pics. We show
Lots
pictures
of food
Luffy.
Lots of pet
pet pictures. Yeah. Oh man. Do you have a cute pic to share? Come show it in the Discord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all I have. Any of you have any pending important things to say for this evening?
No, I'm looking for a pet picture right now.
There you go, folks. Head on over to Discord now or you're going to miss it.
And if you are the type of person who never turns off the computer, just open up the Campaign 1 playlist and let that bad boy run. It'll get us the hours we need.
Fun fact, if your dog doesn't like being alone when you have to leave the house, you can just turn Casters and Cantrips on and they'll think there's just some people having a conversation in the room. That's what we do. It works great.
That's a real life pro tip, is when we have to leave and put the dogs in their crates. They can hear all of us talking.
But, you know, it'll probably work for you too.
It's confirmed that the cast here is able to soothe dogs with just their voices.
Yeah, confirmed.
So
Confirmed scientific fact.
if it works for us, it'll work for you, right?
All right, pizza. Oh, well. I don't
He's
know where
busy
he is.
doing puppy
He's
things.
busy doing dog things.
Yeah. So anyway, if that's all we've got, I think that's all the announcements we have. So we can go ahead and get settled in for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. So our story last left off with our wayward crew following the priestess Soraya to the large cathedral of the Lightsmith. She led them inside the grand building toward the high priest's chambers. After a short introduction, High Priest Adamir agreed to give them some work. He explained that would-be priests of the Lightsmith are required to take a pilgrimage to Mount Cabradon on the southern edge of the island and collect some of the magma from within the mountain to bring back to their home forge. However, as of late, these pilgrimages have been stopped short due to rumored interference from unknown locals in the area of the mountain. After agreeing to investigate, the high priest insisted his assistant, Samuel, accompany them to report on their findings and finish his own pilgrimage. The party spoke with Samuel away from the high priest and found his adventuring experience quite lacking. The group informed him they would be leaving at dawn and the following morning and gave him a list of supplies to gather. And during this conversation, they found out that the high priest was in fact Samuel's grandfather, a notable entry that was left out during their negotiations. And after getting some rest and gathering supplies of their own, they set off for Mount Cabradon the following morning. After a day or so of traveling outside the city proper, the group came across a pair of ogres at a river crossing. The party were able to sneak past one of them, however the second was alerted to their presence. As the group steeled themselves for battle against two creatures as well as dangerous flesh-eating fish occupying the river. Ultimately, the party killed one of the ogres and escaped from the other. And at the end of the long adventuring day, they made camp just outside the jungle ahead. And that is where we'll begin our story this evening. So, I believe you have just set up camp and you are getting ready to potentially sleep for the evening, as it is about that hour.
Correct.
Well, yeah, I think that this
Oh, God.
this journey thing is like going pretty well so far, and like I mean we're all doing like a really great job, and like we all have like our own strengths and weaknesses. So like I appreciate you kind of leaning into your strengths and kind of helping me out here. So I think this is gonna be fine. Like, you know, it'll be good.
I don't think you're cheating yourself by, hiring people to help you on your pilgrimage.
Well, I didn't hire you.
Well, your grandfather did, so in a way.
I mean, well, yeah, but like it's not like my fault if people are trying to like stop, people from completing the pilgrimage. Like it's not my fault. How am I supposed to like,
Not true. You need to take responsibility for not necessarily your actions, but actions on your behalf.
Well, yeah, I just can't like be responsible for like everybody, because that would get like really exhausting, and like I can't control what people do. So I just try to do my best and like, control what I do.
But if you have a position where you're in charge of things, which you're signing up to do, you're signing up for a lot of responsibility. You need to be prepared that other people's actions do reflect on you, and it becomes your business.
Yeah. So yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
I'm glad.
Cool.
I'm glad you agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
I've been training my whole life to, I'm just saying I could give you some tips.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Like totally cool.
But maybe later, because I don't want to talk to you right now.
Okay. But like later though?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
If
So,
you
like, what do we-
promise not to get us all killed.
Oh yeah, like I would never do that. No, I would never do that at all. So like what now? What do we do?
We sleep. Or we could tell stories. That's what people do around campfires, right? I mean, I was told that's what people do, and I just thought that we would tell stories more, and we haven't really told any stories yet. So,
Well, I mean, we are camping in the wilderness. It's not story time. We need to set up watch and make sure that nothing happens to the others while they're sleeping. So
I was
not
told that
exactly-
camping in the wilderness was when you have story time. Like some people like to tell scary stories, and then I also heard that you cook these things on the campfire that melt, and there's chocolate. And I've never tried chocolate, and I really wanted to.
I'm not sure we have any chocolate, but
I know, but I know that. I just thought we could do the story part, and then.
do you want to tell a story or do
I
you want
don't
to
know.
hear a
I
story?
couldn't possibly.
I have a story if you want to listen.
Yes.
Yes, well, once upon a time, there were a group of grand adventurers, pirates, so to speak, and they came across a camp of giant, mean ogres. Except the party was partially victorious and only killed one. So the second ogre swore vengeance on these adventurers. And while these adventurers were sitting at a campfire roasting chocolates over the open flame, the second ogre pounced and slaughtered everyone. So yes, we should not tell stories. We should set up watch.
But what happened when the second ogre pounced?
Everyone died.
That's not a very good story. There has to be a
Except for
hero that kills the
one-
ogre.
One naive individual who was not new to the world. She was left to tell the story, but she is haunted by the nightmares of her companions being slaughtered while sleeping.
Oh, okay,
What
that's
was
actually a
her
really
name?
good story. That's such a romantic ending.
Her name was Emily.
Emily.
Yes, a
Oh.
pale elf with a little bird friend.
I love her. Is she a really
Stupid?
brave?
Yes.
Oh, I think Taj has heard a different version of the story. Do you want to tell your version?
I do not think that you want to hear it.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I think that we should set up camp before we become ogre food.
I thought we rolled for camp last time, did we not?
Mm-hmm.
We did not?
We did.
Oh, okay.
Well, if there's no more stories, I think it's time we set up watch. It's getting late. I'll just take first watch.
I'll take watch with Cooter.
All right.
You want to watch first or sleep?
You know, since I was off previously, I believe I'll take watch.
Okay, I will get sleep.
So I have to
Okay.
like do anything, or like what am I like looking for, or can I just sleep too?
Oh,
You should
my
probably
God!
help
I
keep watch.
forgot you were here again. It's unbelievable how you could do that. It's like you could cast invisibility or something.
It is truly a gift.
Cool. So like, what am I looking for, or I'm tired too, so I could sleep.
Should probably do that.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
I've never met anyone like that. That's unbelievable.
It's awful.
The ability to disappear in front of everyone.
So on your instruction, Hayden, Samuel just goes to sleep. He pulls out a bedroll and just goes to sleep. So who's going to be on the first watch and who's going to be on the second watch?
I believe Hayden and I are on first,
Yeah.
and Emmy
Gotcha.
and Cooter second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So while they're getting some sleep, we'll do Hayden and Azric. So give me some perception rolls.
Okay.
17.
17.
14.
14. So you can hear sort of in the distance how really kind of lively and alive the jungle is. You're a couple 100 feet away from it. You're not camping right next to it, but you can hear all of the animals and the kind of things just going off in the middle of the night. It's, you know, as busy, I guess you could say, in the evening as it is in the daytime. But aside from that, you don't really see anything near the camp. No issues or anything like that. So everything seems all well and good here. So anything that you'd like to discuss, you can. Otherwise, we can move to the next watch.
Hayden, what do you think of our merry crew?
Well, are you talking all present company or?
There's no one else part of this crew unless you have some friend coking in the jungle.
Our current charge, I guess.
I mean, I wouldn't consider Samuel part of the crew. It's just a job.
Fair enough. I'm sort of in the phase of feeling everything out, you know? Not quite sure exactly what everyone's motives are. As I'm sure you probably are wondering mine. It's fair. It's fair. We only just met recently, after all. I think in terms of hostile situations, we work fairly well as a unit. Each of us has some tricks up their sleeves that are rather impressive. By the way, I hope you didn't mind that I kind of disappeared as you were facing down those two deadly ogres.
Well, your presence would definitely been appreciated, but I think we were able to handle our own, except, it seems like every encounter we get into, we nearly die. I don't hold any ill will against you not being there for the group and making sure we survive and move on, and,
Well, that's wonderful. I'm glad you don't hold any resentment towards me, as, I would hate to have to watch over my shoulder every hour of every day.
I see sarcasm is not a part of your forte, but, what were you doing, by the way? We definitely couldn't use the help.
Well, unfortunately, I had to make a quick U-turn about halfway out, as I forgot to drop off a very important letter to a relative of mine, and it took me some time to catch back up. But by the time I did, alas, one ogre dead, and the rest of you were alive.
Well, I'm not quite sure I believe your story, but dropping off a letter to a relative, I'm not your school teacher with your crew. But if you want to keep your secrets, that is fine with me. We all have our own. But next time, please be there. Otherwise, blood is on your hand.
Maybe.
Well, this conversation is tiring me quite a bit, so I think we should wake up Emmy and Kuda.
I agree.
So you all turn in, you wake up Emmy and Cooter for the second watch of the evening. It's sort of middle of the night here, and your watch is going to go until daybreak. So I need both of you to roll perception for me. Cooter, yours is going to be at disadvantage since you do not have dark vision. So pretty much all you can see is the firelight dying down, and then it's darkness.
It was a natural 20
Mhm.
and a 9.
Perfect. Amazing.
It's always the way.
And an angry dog. Sorry. Also.
Ours are doing the same. It's okay. Would you say it's perception?
Yep.
21.
21. Okay. Anything you all would like to discuss while you're on watch?
Grandma Cooter, can I ask you a question?
Oh, of course. Anything.
Thank you. Do you think Taj, do you think she, she seems really, she doesn't think that she just seems really busy a lot of the time, and maybe like she's not feeling good or something. I'm not really sure. Do you think she would, likes me very much? Or maybe not at all?
Oh, darling, I think she has her reasons. She's probably got a lot of her own stuff going on, as do we all.
That's true. We do. I have stuff going on too. Yeah. Yeah. Well, what stuff do you have going on?
Oh, just all of my research. I am quite hoping to be able to see if we can get some samples of these carnivorous plants we heard about on this journey. Perhaps
I
they
could
might
help with that.
Oh, yes. I might need you to maybe help control them if they are as big as they've said they are. But
I can do that. I can
hopefully not.
I can do that. I can help.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I would love to help. Well, what's the research for?
Oh, just I've just been trying to. I got some information a while back that I've been trying to validate, but I was back home in Oshamaran and heard some whispers that down this way perhaps there were some interesting phenomena occurring. So I was curious to get a little bit closer and see what I could find out. Education is such a valuable pursuit, you see.
I agree. I agree.
Amy, as you're talking to Cooter and she's going on about her research, you see something very large and very low to the ground moving in her direction, maybe about 15 feet away from her, just outside the firelight.
Grandma, I don't want to panic you, but stay very still and maybe slowly go inside of your shell. Like
Oh? What's going on?
no, just go inside of your shell.
Okay. All right.
And
I'm going.
and before that, we will be rolling for initiative.
Oh, no.
Oh, I hope me telling you that saved your butt.
So
She is withdrawn.
you see both Emmy and Cooter. The rest of you are unfortunately asleep and will need to be woken up or perhaps get lucky in being able to hear the things going on in the outside world here. So we'll move everyone over to our current map here. We'll just have a look at what you all are about to encounter for the evening.
Oh, wow.
Wait, did
Oh.
we even get to rest? What's up with
No.
my spell slots?
Oh, no.
You have not rested yet.
Have
Oh, wait, I need to
rested?
refresh. I don't see anything. It's stuck. 1 second.
I hate. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah.
I'm getting some sort of error that says I don't own any tokens for.
You have no tokens on the map yet because you're asleep.
Right.
Can I ask a quick question, DM?
Sure.
Are these beasts by chance
I believe they are.
that I have now seen?
Yes, you have
Yeah.
seen these.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
No, I mean, I just meant now I have seen them and now I can add them to my little list. You know what I mean?
yeah. So, Cooter, what is your initiative?
12.
Kimmy, what is your initiative?
5.
Okay, so we are going to start our combat starting now. So I will say for you all, you can do with your turn whatever you choose. However, if you do spend your action to try and wake someone up, they will wake up immediately and be able to roll initiative. Otherwise, it's going to rely on their perception, passive perception rolls, those kind of things. So,
Does
Yeah,
their
but I got
initiative
in
go in
sleep.
immediately? Like,
say what?
does their initiative go in immediately? Like, if I go on 5 and they go on 4, but I wake them up, they would go right after me. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, no one's completed a long rest yet. It's still in the middle of the night. So up first will be this friend here. So
Oh
you
my
can
God.
see
Are
it
they
begins
actually
I
Stay.
don't know what's happening. I don't see anything. Should I be
So-
worried?
You see this giant constrictor
Oh,
snake
dear.
slither up to you, Emmy,
Well, nice knowing you guys.
and
been a
it is
pleasure.
going to try and constrict you. So,
Okay.
21 to hit you, which I believe will.
Do I have any reactions?
My initiative was 11.
No.
-1, sorry.
Okay. So you will take 10 bludgeoning damage, and you are
Okay.
grappled. And when you are grappled by the constrictor snake, you are restrained. So they have wrapped up around you, Emmy. Cooter, it is now your turn.
I just told her to go on her shelf.
It didn't happen yet because we were in an initiative, so she can do
okay,
with
okay,
her
okay,
turn
okay.
whatever she likes. Cooter, you know that Taj is here, Azric is here, and Hayden is up here in each of their own little tents. And as soon as they wake up, then they'll be on the map, and we'll get their initiative unless you choose to wake them up.
Can I just scream bloody murder and try to wake everyone up?
Absolutely. If you want to use your action to do that, then they will have. I'll give them an advantage on their perception roll at the end of the round.
Oh, panic! Panic! Help! 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 Everyone wake up right away! Oh no, Emmy dear! Oh
What that?
no!
As my
Kuka
phone ring.
casts panic.
Okay, and that's how you spend your action. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Is there anything else I can do other than withdraw into my shell?
That's an action. You have a bonus action, or you could
Yeah,
move
that's
somewhere
right.
if
That's a
you'd
full.
like.
That's a full action.
Mhm.
I will move up here next to Emmy to try to panic flail and
Okay.
see if I
Up
can
next,
protect.
you see the next large constrictor slither over to you and try and constrict you, Cooter. But they roll a natural 1. So as they try to constrict around you, you're able to just kind of just slip around them, and they can't quite get around your shell as you're a little wider, I guess, than a smaller elf in Emmy's case. So Emmy, it is now your turn. You are restrained. Which means
Okay.
that your speed is 0. You have disadvantage on any attack rolls, disadvantage on dex saving throws, or you could try to escape as well.
Okay, I have a question though.
Sure.
If I turn into a creature that's bigger than myself, what does that do?
So in this case, the constrictor snake is huge sized, so you would not be able to get out of a grapple just by changing your shape, because it would just
Okay.
be at the most large, which is
What
still
if I
bigger
turn into
than
something smaller? Like a mouse.
Sure, you could. You'd still have to try and escape, though. It's got a grip. It's got a grip on you.
Couldn't turn into a mouse and just like that would like and then peace out.
You could use the mouse's stats to try and get out if that's what you're going for. There's not a mechanic for if you shape change into something, then you're just not grappled anymore.
Okay. Well, shit. Sorry, that was my
see.
plan. So now I'm not sure what to do. Give me just a second. That's fine. I'll just attack it.
Okay.
Is it hurt it? Is it constricting me or just grappling me?
It's constricting you.
Okay, no, I do want to get out then because that might hurt. I'm gonna cast. You said it is a beast.
It is a beast.
I would like to cast Animal Friendship.
Okay. You tell me what it does, as I have no idea.
I'm just trying to see if it's better at higher levels. This might be a good use of that. No, I don't have higher levels. Okay. The spell lets you convince a beast that I mean it no harm, and it must be able to see and hear me. And if it has if its intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. So I don't know what its intelligence is.
Nope, you don't.
It's okay. Does it fail or no? Because otherwise it must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or be charmed.
What's your save DC?
13.
It fails. So on its turn, it's gonna treat you as a friend.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna say, Snake, it's okay, and I'm gonna like pat it, and then as it like lets me go, and I'm gonna be like, nobody attack it, just don't attack it, nobody attack this one, he's friendly. I'm gonna name him Steven. It's okay, Steven. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. I would like for first, Azric, roll perception with advantage.
All right. They're both 4.
Total.
Yep.
Still asleep. Taj, perception with advantage.
Is that just 2d20s?
Yep. And take the higher one.
Do I add my
Cooter
perception to it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
10.
You're awake. And you'll roll initiative here in a second. And then Hayden, go ahead and roll perception with advantage.
They're both 2, so total of 5.
Still asleep.
Amazing.
And Samuel's awake. Okay, so Taj, let me know your initiative.
Six.
Your initiative is a 6. Samuel's initiative is a 16. Okay, next turn. Next round. Samuel wakes up, is like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Oh my god! And he is going to just back up almost to the point like he's backing away and like almost tripping over his own heels. And he will cast Sacred Flame at the snake. The snake will fail its saving throw. And it will take 4 damage. and he sort of backs out of the firelight into the darkness to try and hide. Up next, this constrictor snake is just gonna let you go, Emmy. It's gonna treat you as a friend, and it's sort of just going to start, I don't know, milling about, just kind of hanging around, waiting for something else, maybe eat, but doesn't want to hurt you trying to get to something. Cooter.
She Cooter's panicking and she takes out her cool one, just starts slashing away.
All right, go for it.
That's an 11. I mean, a 12.
A 12 hits.
I can maths. Excellent. And then, where's my, oh God. The dice, they're all in not, where's my 8? I'm clicking it. 2.
2 damage. Okay.
The digital dice are in jail.
2 damage as
Oh,
you
that's your
whack
problem.
this,
Don't use digital dice.
this
Don't do it.
giant
Yeah, I
ass
know,
snake.
but my percentiles and my 8s are like all mixed up.
Anything else you'd like to do?
She is just panicking wildly and like runs onto the opposite side of the fire from Snakey.
All right, and then as you run to the opposite side of the fire, you can hear rustling around in this area. Up next, this snake is gonna follow you and is gonna try and constrict you. 20 will hit your AC.
If I was in my shell,
Mm-hmm.
but alas.
And you're gonna take 9 bludgeoning damage. And now you are restrained.
Oof.
Taj, you awaken, and as soon as the flap opens on your little tent situation, you see a big ass snake just coiling around Cooter.
I am going to hit it with Toll of the Dead.
That's a wisdom saving throw, yeah?
It is a yes.
It gets a 3.
That is not enough.
And it has been damaged, so you can use your bigger dice.
Hold on, I gotta figure out. There it is. Let's go 12.
12, very nice.
You are good. I like that liquid core, baby.
A big hit. Emmy.
I would like to also cast Animal Friendship
On the
on
other.
this one. Yeah, I checked, and it doesn't matter that it's already been damaged. It's only if people damage it after I charm it.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So I'm gonna try again because we still got 2 people asleep.
So it needs to make a
Wisdom save 13.
natural 20. So it passes. So this one is still coiled
That's fine.
around.
Can I say something to the other snake? Still,
Sure.
I would like to tell the other snake, Mr. Snake, sir, there's a really delicious ogre if you had about a day's travel that direction straight away. He's delicious, trust me. You're gonna love it. Just go straight that way until you hit the river, and you go in the river. It's great. Feels great in the river. Good luck. Best wishes.
To this one.
Yeah, to the charmed one.
It has
I'm
no idea
sending
what you're
him-
saying.
No, it says Otherwise, oh, I see. It's charmed by me, but it
charmed
can't
by you.
understand. Well, you know what? We'll try it again next turn for reasons.
Yep. Yep.
I'm just gonna move over here and just be like, "Don't worry, this one's fine." And I'm just like kind of like doing the Jurassic Park pose, like
Chris Pratt.
yeah, I'm just standing there, like making sure nobody attacks it and making sure it doesn't attack anybody. So like this little tiny elf girl, just like hold. So
okay. Into the round, Azric and Hayden, you wake up. So go ahead and roll your initiative for me, and we'll do Azric first.
13.
Hayden.
Let me math. 14.
14. Okay. Start of the round now. Samuel sees Cooter being sort of constricted by the snake. And he goes, "Oh, that really doesn't look very good.
It's not. It's very scary, love.
It's gonna be okay." And he's gonna try another sacred flame because he's not getting anywhere near these fucking snakes. And it fails by 1. And it will take 4 damage. And he's just gonna stay over here. Hayden, you open the flap to your tent and you see, a big snake over here. You see Emmy talking to it, and then you see this one wrapped around Cooter.
So Hayden opens the flap. He's like, can't even get a good night's fucking hell. And then he's just gonna take a quick glance at everybody, just kind of gauge the situation. Seeing that Cooter's currently wrapped up and trying to be eaten by this, he's gonna go ahead and but run forward here, and is going to attempt to strike at it with his saber.
Go for it.
Okay. How does D&D work?
You win.
That's 17.
17 hits.
Cool. Nice. Damage.
You do have sneak attack because Taj is Jason.
That's true. So the initial hit is 7 damage.
Uh-huh.
And then with sneak attack, that is another 8 damage.
Okay, a nice big hit.
Does it show any signs of releasing her or no?
At this point in the game, here, it is looking pretty hurt, and it's pretty close to, I don't know, it's hard to tell what a snake is thinking, but it looks very hurt.
But it hasn't, like, it's still pretty squeezing her, like, tightly.
At this point, yeah, it's not his turn yet.
Okay. I will then, with my bonus action, after I've swung through it with my saber, I'm gonna follow up and jam my short sword into the side of it. So that is, wait, do I? Oh, there it is. It's down here. Okay. Natural 20.
Very nice. Very nice.
So that is, okay, 2. Since it's, I don't add my proficiency, but it's just straight up double dice.
Yes, double the dice. Okay. Well, for a crit, it's max 1 and roll the other.
Max 1, roll the other. So 6 plus 5, that's 11.
11?
Yeah.
Very nice. This constrictor snake is not looking too good.
And because I'm a swashbuckler man, I can just go ahead and kind of back up
That is Hayden's class, Swashbuckler Man.
Swashbuckler
It's a
man.
level 3 Swashbuckler Man.
I'm gonna stand right here, still there, but not right next to the thing.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
This giant constrictor snake that is being charmed by you, Emmy, it sort of goes this way to try and get around you, but it can't get in there. So it kind of goes over here. It knows someone's inside here, but they're in a tent. So it's just kind of meandering around trying to get to where you're not, because it doesn't want to eat you, right? But there's other things to eat over here. Azric.
All right. Oh goodness, what is happening? And opens the flap and 9 hells! And he's just gonna shoot an Elder's Blast at this big boy here.
Okay.
Okay. Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Boom. Takes 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. Very nice. Open up the flap of the tent. You blast it. Anything else you'd like to do?
That is all.
Okay. Cooter, you are restrained.
Oh no. What can I do? Or what can't I do?
If you choose to attack, it's at disadvantage. Or you could try to escape with athletics or acrobatics. Or you could cast a spell, whatever you feel like, whatever your heart tells you.
She's just gonna panic vomit. That's what she does. Ray of sickness all over.
Okay. It's gonna be at disadvantage, so you'll have to roll. Actually, it's a con save. Sorry, you don't have to roll. I misjudged.
Oh.
I don't remember all the spells. Sorry, y'all.
No, it's all good, it's all good.
Con save. It rolled a 15, so it's a 16. So I think it saves. So you do half. Is that right?
On a hit, the target takes poison damage and must make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this is okay. This is the weird one. Yeah, you were right. So make your hit first. Disadvantage. Sorry, I'm all over the place, y'all.
Which is 7.
Okay, so it doesn't hit.
Yeah, so she
I'm all
just
over the place.
sprays her toxic vomit just all over the camp.
Okay, it's real gross, y'all. It's real.
She's like,
Camp is ruined.
Yeah, this camp is definitely 100% ruined. Okay, and you're still restrained. Up next is going to be this constrictor snake. It is going to let you go. And it is going to beeline out of here as fast as it can. So I think Taj and Cooter, you could make an attack of opportunity if you'd like, if you wanted to kill it. But it looks like it is no longer interested in its meal.
oh. Do I want to? It's gone, so I think she's just trying to gather herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's just. I'm
I'm gonna like close like the flap of the tent and then just like lie back down to sleep.
Just like all the gross stuff. Okay. So that one is going to flee. And then Taj, it's your turn now, but you're just gonna go back to bed. Okay, so you close the flap, you go back to bed. Emmy, you can still see that your friend's over here kind of looking at the other snake, seeing where it went. It's kind of moseying around.
I'm gonna go over to the snake and I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm so silly. And then I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals and say the same thing that I tried to say last time.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna send it off to find that ogre. and those piranhas.
Okay. Let's see. So what do you tell the snake?
Well, I said it last turn. I basically was like, there is a really delicious ogre. He's already been injured a little bit. Easy slim pickings. He's straight that way. And there's also a waterfall with tons of free fish in it. And the water's really nice.
Make a perception roll with advantage.
Perception or persuasion?
Or sorry, persuasion. That's what I meant. Thank
Okay.
you. Persuasion. Thank you.
Uh, 15.
A 15. So this sort of snake just starts looking at you, and you're saying that there's basically much easier food to be had. And it sort of looks at you and then sort of turns off this way and starts heading in the direction from whence it came from, and looks over its shoulder and just says, "Thanks."
Good luck. That lasts 24 hours. The Charmed.
Yep. So it's gonna go try and eat some ogre or eat some fish. And with that, you all are going to be out of combat. So you will jump back into your rest for the evening.
Oh, that was stressful, I say in parcel tongue. I mean, that was stressful, I say in common.
Walk over to Cooter and put my hand on her shell and... Are you all right, Gran?
Oh, I think so. Oh, it was very frightening.
Yeah. Yeah, giant snakes aren't necessarily very kind. As long as you're all right, though.
I think so. Is everybody else all right?
Where do you
hello.
sleep?
At least it wasn't the
Yeah, I
other
feel
ogre.
great.
Indeed.
I told that other snake to go find the ogre, so hopefully that problem will just solve itself.
Oh, well done, Dee.
Not bad.
He was really nice, actually. I feel kind of bad. They were just looking for dinner. Can't really blame him for that.
No, absolutely not. That's just their natural habitat.
They probably thought you looked like delicious turtle soup, Cooter.
Well, I have heard turtle bisque is delicious, though I haven't tried it myself. It seems a little bit...
Me either.
Oh, is that our watch done? Should we, She just passes out mid-sentence
Yeah. So you
as
all,
the sun starts rising.
it's not quite morning yet. This was in the middle of your watch, but
Yeah.
there's a few hours left, but you all are able to finish out the rest of your watch without any issues. Everyone can catch up on their sleep, and then you all now will have the benefit of a long rest
Oh, thank goodness.
as the next day sort of rises and you all continue your journey. Well, yeah, that was kind of a really crazy night, right? Like, I don't like snakes a whole lot, and those ones were like really big. So, do you know where we're supposed to go? Like, I think the mountain's that way, right? And he sort of like looks up and just starts to look around. He goes, "Oh yeah, I think it's that way."
Is it something we can see over the trees, or are the trees too tall?
Before you get into the jungle, yeah, it's a big ass mountain. It's the biggest mountain in the entire mountain range to the south.
Well, southward, no?
Well, yeah, for sure.
Well, welcome to the jungle, Samuel. Not all fun and games.
Uninstall.
Yeah, it's not really that fun out here.
Hayden dies of a heart attack.
All right, so like, do we go now? Like, do we pack all this stuff? Like, how do you fit the tent back in your backpack after you unfold it and like open it up and stuff?
But how did you even get it up?
Well, I mean, I had help.
You inspire confidence, Samuel.
Thanks. Cool. This is like really important to me, so I appreciate it.
Damn it, does no one understand sarcasm? Just Azric angrily starts taking down his tent.
Okay, so you can take down your camp for this morning, and you head off in the direction of the mountain. And as soon as you enter the cover of the jungle, you're not able to see said mountain. So someone will need to roll a survival roll as you're traversing through the dense
I
jungle.
can try.
Sure.
Do that. I'm good at survival.
Is that a
Can we
natural
assist
20?
if we're good at it or no?
That's a natural 20, y'all.
Oh shit! You
All
don't
right.
even
So
need
that's
help.
a 24. It wasn't even a 20.
No.
It was like the magic icon, which I assumed to be the 20.
Nice.
Because then I turned it over. I'm like, that's a 1. It's got to be the 20.
Yeah. So you know, based on what Saria told you, that it's a good 2-day trek in the jungle, and knowing that you're not going to be lost, it's not going to add to that time. So you are very much well on target. You're not moseying around getting lost in here. Someone roll me a d8, please.
I will. 1.
1. Okay. So you are going through this dense jungle, and this is very much an area that's not very well traversed at all. You're pretty much bushwhacking here, right? Having to move stuff out of the way, getting caught up in the underbrush. Occasionally you might see a small stream, but it's hot, it's sweaty. You just hear strange noises just everywhere. You know, you look up, you can see small sort of shafts of sunlight coming through the canopy, but it is dense here. And you're making your way through, and you see like a sort of a, not really a clearing, but an area in the jungle where like there's not literally foliage like right up against your face. So a decent spot to have, you know, just a small break from having to fight through vines and stuff like that. So as you're making your way through here, and you just sort of, you just hear something, it seems like rooting around in the underbrush around you. Not sure if it's animal or what. You just hear underbrush being moved and things around. Probably, I don't know, a good 30, 40, 50 feet away from you. You're not sure at this point.
Hayden just kind of, in a low voice, says to everyone, "Now would probably be a good time to make sure your footsteps are as light as possible."
Mm.
I'm just trying to
I'll
get everybody
try
to be
my
as sneaky as
best.
possible.
Okay. Good luck.
All right. If y'all are gonna try and do some sneaking, everyone make a stealth roll for me.
We believe in you, Cooter.
Watch me be the worst
7.
one. Let's see.
2.
Not great. 9.
Oh, thank God it's not me this time.
7, 12, 2, and 9.
Yep.
11.
11,
17.
17. Okay. So you are basically trying to stealth your way. And while there's sort of a bit of a clearing here, every step that you take is just crunching under like leaves or a vine, or foliage or something. And it's really difficult to stay silent with so much sort of plants around you, just almost like suffocating you at this point. And you hear sort of this rooting around become less sort of aimless and more directed sort of in your direction. And you can hear sort of large footsteps just coming closer to you, just in the underbrush. And as you're sort of bracing on, like, looking for whatever this thing is coming towards you, you see something sort of poke its head through the underbrush underneath some low-hanging like ferns. And it's a very, like, a large sort of burly creature on 4 legs. In its face, it looks like it's maybe has some sort of like bone or like hard material, and then there's a horn, but it's coming out of its chin, sort of extending out from its chin. And you look at this creature, and as you sort of gauge like what it is, it looks like fungus and mushrooms and other fungi are just living on its back. Almost like that this sort of creature may even, like, you don't know if it's just living there, if it is some sort of fungus itself. You are not entirely sure what this thing is, but it has come towards you. It is looking at you all, and you know at this point that it is probably going to have a little snack of your group given the chance. So before we jump into that, let's go ahead and take our break for the evening before we jump into our next battle. So it's almost time anyway.
That's
I can't
never a
believe
good
that.
sign.
Yeah, it's almost time anyway. So we'll take our break, everybody. Go ahead and get some snacks, get a drink, go stretch your appendages, and we will be and we'll be back here in just a few minutes for the continuation and another battle back to back, y'all. So don't go anywhere.
I want to do so much science on this thing.
Excellent. And you will do that when we get back. See you in a few. And welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed your break, got some snacks, stretched your appendages. We're back for Castles and Cantrips, where we just left off. You were in your first day of the jungle and ran into a pretty big, pretty weird creature that is now quite hungry and would like to eat you. So I would like you all to roll initiative yet again for me as I switch everything over to our next battle.
Oh boy, that's a jungle.
What is that
8.
thing?
Whoa, look at this map. It's so cool.
I love how y'all
Very
are like,
cool.
wow, look at this map, and me being all the way here in Australia, I'm just looking at the loading bar like,
Yeah, look at this map.
Cooter, what's your initiative?
This guy
8.
looks cool, man.
Is 8?
Looks terrifying.
Okay. Hayden, what's your initiative?
It be 7.
7. Azric,
Also 8.
also 8. Who has the higher dex between you and Cooter?
it'd be
14.
Ashric.
I have 14.
I do not.
Gotcha.
I
Emmy
am a turtle.
17.
and Taj,
9.
9. Okay. And we begin. The brackish trudge, or what this thing is called, comes storming ahead at you all.
Oh boy.
And comes straight ahead. First person he'll see would be Taj, and he's going to use that big tusk coming out of its chin to try and hit you. That is a 26 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
You will take 15 piercing damage.
Holy shit.
Oh, boy.
and 4 poison damage.
Oh
Mm.
boy.
And
What?
make a strength saving throw for me.
Do. 6.
You are also knocked prone
Oh my
as it
God.
charges forward, gives you the tusk, and knocks you over. And that's going to be its turn. Emmy.
I'm guessing this is not a beast.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna cast. First, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I wanna kind of not be all grouped up. And then I'm
Okay.
gonna.
Are you going
cast-
through Are you going through Azric?
Yeah, is that okay?
Yep. You
Is
won't
he
be
gonna
able to go
attack
that
me?
far though.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? I'll go right
As
here. I'll go
going
right here.
through Azric is 10. Well, I guess it's 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you can go that far, 25, 30. I miscount.
Okay.
You can get that far.
And I'm just gonna be like, leave Tosh alone. Find somebody your own size. And I would like to turn into a bear.
Okay. That's large, right?
I can
Yeah.
only turn to a black bear right now, so I don't know.
You tell
Let
me.
pull it up. Let me pull it up. I had it and now it's not. It's like not loading, so sorry. Use the roll 21. I think it's accurate. It's medium,
It is medium. Okay, so you say the same size.
but I'm gonna growl at it very ferociously.
Mhm. You growl.
Rawr. That's actually how black bears. are
That's
more
how they.
likely to
That's how they
growl.
go. Rawr.
I mean, actually, they don't growl very ferociously. Black bears are chickens. Okay. And then I'm going to. I totally messed this up. I'm so sorry. No, I want to go attack it. I'm gonna be a black bear. I'm gonna attack it. I had 2 different things in mind. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so go ahead and
Okay.
attack it.
That didn't make any sense once I did it. Like I just go over there and growl and do nothing. Okay, so I'm gonna multi-attack.
Uh-huh.
First, we're gonna hit with bite. That's gonna be 13 to hit.
A 13 does hit it.
Okay, and that's gonna be 8 damage, piercing.
Okay.
And
8
then I'm gonna
damage.
claw it. 12 to hit.
12 hits.
You know what would be intimidating? A mountain lion.
Why didn't you tell me that before I transformed? Gosh.
Well, I was just thinking about what animals have crazy sounding like roars, and a mountain lion is like a dead woman screaming, or like
Wow.
7 slashing damage.
7
Like an
slashing
animal.
damage.
That is true. He is right about that, actually.
Okay, some hits on the large fungal mass creature from Emmy the bear. And I think that's all of your things you can do.
That's my turn. That's my turn.
Taj, you are looking up at the canopy of the jungle and you see this big old nasty thing in front of you.
I hold on. I'm having a hard time doing something. I thought I had prepared my mage armor, but it's not equipping on my sheet. But I have it like under, I don't know. It's annoying. I can I just do mage armor and figure it out after my turn so I don't take up time like figuring out how to do this?
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Well, yeah, what were you going to prepare instead of mage armor?
I'm just trying to prepare, like I'm just trying to put mage armor on my stinking
Yeah.
sheet and I'm just
Mhm.
having freaking issues. So
Yeah. Well,
I'm
I'll
just
yeah,
trying
no worries.
to do that.
I will unprepare one of your other spells and put mage armor on there. So, because you can only prepare so many at once.
Okay.
So
yeah.
we'll take out.
I'll
Mhm,
take
go ahead.
out fog cloud.
Gotcha. And then we'll throw mage armor on there, and then
Actually, take out ice knife. I'm sorry.
okay. There you go. And then remember when you take a long rest to look at those for the next day, because that's when you'll choose. So all good, and then you can cast your mage armor, which your AC then becomes 14 now.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So you cast your mage armor. You're laying. I'm assuming you're gonna stand up.
Sure.
Up to you if you want to stay
Well,
laying down or not.
does he hurt me again? Because he'll kill me if he hurts me if I stand up. So
No, not if you stand, but he'll have advantage if you stay lying down.
okay, yeah, then I'll stand.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Is mage armor?
That is an action, so you could move, but
Then-
you're right. He would get an opportunity attack on you.
Can I have? I think I have a healing potion on me or something. Probably. I feel like I would have bought that. Maybe I didn't.
If it's not on your sheet, you don't got it. Make sure to add it.
Dang.
But that
I'm
would have been a
pretty
bonus
sure we were
action if you had one.
Supposed to.
I thought we bought a bunch, but maybe I'm thinking of the last campaign.
Those,
I think
yeah,
we
they
were
made you
supposed
pretty
to
upset
start
last
with
time.
at least one, but
No, not unless you buy one.
All right.
Okay.
I'm done then.
Gotcha. Azric.
Okay. What's this thing? If it's a bonus action or an action. I go over racial treats. That'll be faster. It's an action. Okay, I'm gonna reach down and gently touch Taj and let my healing hands try to get some wounds recovered. So that's 6 hit points.
6 hit points to Taj.
Thank you.
Anything else?
And then as a bonus action, I will hex the big guy thing, mushroom creature with targeting strength.
Gotcha. All right. Anything else?
That is all.
Cooter.
oh no. So she has like 4 plus 7 or something HP now. So Taj isn't dying. Blessed day. To panic vomit or not to panic vomit? It's literally her like best spell.
When in doubt. When in doubt.
I mean,
You are
Especially
within
it
melee
jumped-
range, so it'll be at disadvantage unless you move away. Then it would get an attack of opportunity on you.
oh really? Is it disadvantage?
thought it was a cone. Is it not a cone?
It's a ranged attack spell.
Within
Yeah.
range, make a ranged spell attack against the
Mhm.
target. Oh, interesting. I
Yeah.
didn't know that about this stuff. I'll have to look up how that works with ranged things. Okay, in that case, this is ranged as well. I will on hit target. Okay, so we can do booming blade
Okay.
on if the target willingly moves 5 feet or more before then the target takes more thunder damage, etc., etc. Okay.
So you would use
You
your
know how this
Ikowa?
works? I don't. I'm
Mhm.
learning.
Yep,
Yeah, we use
your
the
Ikowa
Ikowa.
and just make a melee attack with it. And if it hits, you're just using your booming blade.
Yes.
I will tell you this is a good spell.
Okay, good. Good.
Especially on something that needs to move.
That's a 17 plus 3 is a 20.
That hits.
Huge.
Roll your damage.
So
So at this point, it's just your normal Ikowa's damage.
that's this one. 3.
Okay, and then if it happens to move, it will take more damage.
Okay.
There we go. I'm getting there. There we go. All right, anything else?
I can't move now, can I?
You can, but it might take a swipe at you.
No, I'm gonna chill.
Okay. Hate it.
Yes. Right side.
I'm having trouble hearing you, VS, for some reason.
How
Good
about now?
Yep.
Okay. I said I'm going to swing around the right side of Samuel. That should be, I think, 15 total to get around him to the thing. So you, and I'm going to, I don't know, slash at its leg with my saber.
Go for it.
Natural 20.
Oh, very nice. Very,
And that's a
very
sneak
nice.
attack too.
Uh-huh.
I haven't done this on a sneak attack yet. So,
So what's
one is automatically an 8 for the crit, right? If we're talking about the damage dice.
yeah, so you roll an 8 for your saber. What's your dice roll for sneak attack?
2d6.
So another 12. And then now roll an 8 and your 2d6 again.
We.
Okay, so for the sneak attack one, we just take the double sixes as automatically.
And then you roll them again.
Okay. So,
It's max one die and roll the others. So
Okay, so we have an 8 and a 12 already.
uh-huh.
Is that a 1 or that's a 1? So the second D8 is a 1. So
Okay.
add 1 to that, plus a 3 for the proficiency.
Uh-huh.
And then the last 2d6 is 8, another 8.
So a total of 32 is what I'm counting.
8,
Yeah.
something like that, yeah.
Jesus.
Dang.
That's a hell of a crit, my friend. So
That's a big-
you
Yes.
slice into this thing and you kind of gut it from the side, and it's just like full of like lichen and like moss and just like gross like sludge looking stuff. What else would you like to do?
Is it so it's like made of moss? There's no blood or anything?
Yeah.
Interesting. Does it react to my strike? Does it look
it
like
hurts it.
cobbled? Okay.
Yeah, it definitely hurts it, and it's got like goo inside of it, like gross sludgy stuff.
Yeah, so like last time I strike across with the saber in my right hand and then follow up immediately with a jab from my short sword.
Go for it.
20 total.
That hits.
And that's another 2 damage on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the remainder of my speed to swoop back around where I was. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go right there.
Okay. Next is Samuel. And he's just like, he just goes and hides behind you, Hayden. And he's gonna try a Sacred Flame against this thing, but it saves, so no damage. Up next, this thing again, the brackets trudge, is like angry thrashing around. Is gonna push through here. So if you want to take an opportunity attack, you can, Cooter, but also roll a d8 because it did move.
Yes. We will do all the attacks because I want to study its innards.
Yep. So roll your d8 first.
Do I get an opportunity of attack too?
It's still within your range. It didn't leave your range.
5. On the
Okay.
first one.
And then you can just make an attack now, a normal attack.
Okay, cool. Then we'll do the Kawa again,
Mm-hmm.
which is a natural 20.
Holy shit.
Hey.
Go.
So that's 23.
So that
And
is an
then-
immediate 9 damage? And then
Yes.
roll another d8.
Oh, boy.
1.
1. Okay. Perfect.
Bless the natural 20.
Amazing. Yeah, amazing. Awesome.
Oh, for the
Okay.
second roll, am I supposed to add the amount or is it just the D8?
It's just
it's like D8
just
plus
the,
1.
Yeah, it's just the d8.
Okay, cool.
I added the +1 earlier. I added 9 already. So okay. And
That's
it
it.
is going to thrash you, Emmy. Natural 20. This
All
is
the
fucking
20s.
insane.
Yeah, that thing needs to die. Okay.
Um,
Oh, jeez.
This is not going to be good.
Oh, but I've got bear HP.
Okay. Good. So that is going to be 37 piercing damage and 7 poison damage.
Oh, no.
Hold on. Say that. My brain has stopped working and I've lost my writing utensils. Hold on. Hold on. Panic. Everyone panic.
44 damage total.
Okay. Wait,
7 of it
wait.
being
Where's-
poison.
I think Pizza stole my pen. Shit.
Did you say 44?
Yep.
Okay, wait. So 44 total.
Yep.
I can't math without my pen. Can someone tell me what 44 minus 19 is?
25.
So I'm going to take 25 damage and my health is 23. So I'm dead.
So you're down. You're unconscious. So it
And
ran
I'm not a bear.
and it tusked you, and as it the tusk just kind of knocks you up in the air, and as a black bear sort of doing somersaults, and you fall on the ground, and the thud kind of knocks her out of her bear form, and she is back to little Emmy, knocked
passed out
unconscious
and dying.
on the ground. Emmy, your turn. Make a death saving throw and DM it to me.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Whisper it to me in secret.
You don't plus anything on those, right?
You sure don't.
Hmm.
All right, I have that. Taj, it is your turn.
Can I assist Emmy? All right, she's not really that close to me.
You could take one step, and in order to, you could, if you have healing healer, you could make a medicine check. If you pass the medicine check, you will stabilize her, and she won't have to make death saving throws anymore.
If I have you said if I have what? Healing what?
If you have anything to heal her with, you could. I don't know if you do, but
Oh,
to keep her
no.
from dying, you could go over there and attempt a medicine check. And if you pass that check, then she won't have to make death saves anymore.
To move over there, does he get an attack of a top opportunity on me?
Nope, you're still in his range.
Okay, I will attempt to do that.
Is that,
Gotcha.
an action or like a bonus action?
It's an action
Oh, it's a whole action.
to make that medicine check to keep her from.
Makes sense.
And I'll use my inspiration.
Okay, very nice.
Ooh.
So go ahead and add your medicine to that,
They're
which I think
both
is a
the fucking
0.
same. 14.
I had 14's enough. Emmy, you are stable. You are no longer dying. You're still at 0 HP though, but you won't die at this moment. So excellent work.
Okay, and then so that was my full action.
Yeah, that was your action to keep her alive.
I don't think I get any bonus action stuff, do I?
Mm-mm.
Okay, then I guess I'm done.
Gotcha. Before we go to Azric, I had forgotten this previously. But Emmy, as you made your death saving throw, please describe to me one memory that flashes before her eyes as she is thinking that
you
she's
just
going to
put me on
die.
the spot.
Uh-huh.
I'm just flashing back. You know, I only almost died, so I'm not going to flash back too far. I'm just flashing back to the moment when I met Cooter. And it's like just like a sunny sky behind her, and just Cooter's face have been like, oh dear, hello, are you okay? Kind of vibes, and that's it.
Okay. Azric.
Hey, you son of a bitch! And Azric's gonna Eldritch Blast.
It's with
but
disadvantage.
it's going to use Inspiration to make it
Okay.
normal style.
Go for it.
All right, 17.
17 hits.
Uh, 14 damage.
All right. Please describe to me how you kill this thing.
Yes.
So I see Emmy go down, and Azure just gets angry and shoots a blast right in its mouth, since it's right in front of me. And an eldritch tentacle just goes inside and erupts its innards.
Gotcha. And as it sort of erupts, it looks like a amalgamation of lichen, moss, like mushrooms, and just like pond scum in making up this thing. So it's real gross. But with that, Emmy, you are currently stable. You're still unconscious until you can
So I'm at
gain
1,
some hit points. No.
at 0.
Yeah, you're stable, so you don't have to make death saving throws.
Okay.
So, and at this point, well, it's up to you to decide how you all handle this.
I am out of healing. I'm sorry. There's nothing else I can do.
I will throw a healing word at her. Yeah, which will be a 4. When she gets
Okay.
back, I'll let her know.
Does that heal multiple people or just one?
Just one, I think, unfortunately. A creature of your choice. Spell has
Yep.
no effect on undead or constructs.
Yep. So, Emmy,
You
you
said
gain
4, right?
Yes.
you gain 4 hit
4
points.
HP.
So you're
Thank you.
Dice is in jail.
otherwise. So if there was no way to heal her, she would eventually regain consciousness in 1d4 hours with 1 HP. So it's good that you had that. Otherwise, you'd be carrying her through the jungle.
Whew. Also, can I scoop up some monster goop for
Absolutely.
studying? Yes. I'm gonna
And-
add monster goop to my inventory.
And I will say too, and you didn't encounter it during the encounter, but as you're sort of taking a look at your surroundings now, you can see some of this sort of man-eating fauna in the area. But you know that if you stay away from it, you could easily destroy it and take other samples of it if you wanted to. So you can clearly avoid it, destroy it, get samples, or do what you will with it.
Amazing.
That's disgusting. Why would you want to research this?
The world is a wonderful place, Azric, full of amazing things. We must know more about them. And to get our friend Sammy out here to where he needs to be and make the way safe, we need to know more about these things. Oh, are you talking about these, like this purple guy and this, like,
Mhm.
flower thing?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I want them. I want all of them.
So I DM'd you what parts you can get from those specific creatures, but since you didn't happen
Sweet.
to run into them while you were fighting this thing, they are not able to harm you unless you let them. So
Yeah, just
Now
like
that-
a ching, ching, ching.
Yeah. you can easily avoid them. So the sort of jungle is quiet after that rough battle there, and you've got at least another half day before you're ready for camp. So what will you all do with this day so far?
We take a brief rest. I believe some people might need it.
Mm.
Yes, please.
We'll take a short rest
Oh,
before we head
Taj,
out.
are you okay?
Well, I will find out after we rest.
I could heal you. I could heal you if you'd
Not
like.
worry about it. I will rest.
Oh, are you sure? Because I
You
could
can
help.
stop
I could-
talking now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know, it might be more prudent to use that healing on yourself, as you left us briefly.
I'm okay. I'm
Well, you
fine.
can
I
rest.
just. Okay.
Just an idea.
I am going to use one cure wounds on myself just in case we can't get the short rest in.
Okay.
Since I didn't really get hurt, I will keep
Wow,
a
way to
watch
brag.
on. Well, you know, I'll keep watch for a bit. See, try to make sure nothing else sneaks up on us while we're trying to have a short rest.
Would you like some company?
Sure.
Taj, do you mind? No. Just kidding. You need your rest. I know.
I have rested.
Yeah, it's what, an hour
rest.
that we just hang out?
Yep. Takes an hour.
Yeah.
All right. So you are all able to complete a short rest, and you continue on in the jungle. Thanks to Cooter's survival roll earlier, you know the direction. You're not going to get lost. It's just not fun to get there. So as you continue on throughout the rest of the day, I'd like someone else to make a D8 for the second half of the day.
I'll do it this time. D8. 8.
Okay,
Please be good. Please be good.
that's what Mac rolled last time. So as you are making your way through the jungle, and it's getting a little more dense, and you're nearing like the heart of it. You know it's going to take 2 days to get through this, and you're almost at the end of one day. And you're just making your way through. The jungle's thick, and Azric, as you are walking
Hello.
through, you take a step, and the sort of the ground feels a little squishy from there as you start walking. You take a step, kind of feels springy. You take another step, and then you begin sinking. So you take a step, and then you feel sort of you're sunk in about a foot into the ground at this point.
Everybody, stop! Everyone, I'm sinking. No one go any further. Just a quick, like a sinkhole or something. Someone, please, Toss me a rope.
I
You
can
have-
toss him a rope.
You have found yourself in some quicksand.
Oh,
Toss him a rope.
Gotcha. Yep, you toss a rope. And
Good thing you still had some. I lost mine with my fishing rod.
I'd like to assist Taj in trying to pull him out.
all right, you and Taj can make strength
Good boy.
checks for me.
I'm a
Can
big
I
muscle
help?
man, so
As well. And I will turn into. Well, let me see if they do it first.
Mm-hmm.
12.
strength
12.
14.
A 14. So that is enough to get you out of the quicksand. Luckily, you only sank about 1 or 2 feet. It could have been much worse and much more difficult to get you out of. So
Oof.
Taj is quick on her feet, tosses you a rope, and Hayden jumps right in there with her, and they just yank you out of there. And up to your shins is just kind of covered with like that mucky like sand that kind of sticks to your clothes, and it's like really annoying.
God, damn it. I love these boots. They're ruined. Thank you. Oh, Pots. Best, thank you. Yeah.
Should I maybe scout around, try and find a different path?
Yeah, I believe it's best if we have walking sticks and check the ground before us. Maybe tread lightly.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea, Asterisk.
Hayden, go ahead and make a perception roll for me since you're going to be trying to scout out the area.
14.
So as you all are trying to find some decent sized like sticks to kind of poke in the ground to see if it's quicksand or not, Hayden, you sort of take a wide berth around this this area here, and as you're making your way around, it's quite like a large area of this, just in this one sort of spot. And you can certainly go around. It's going to cost you some time to navigate around it, but it's definitely the safer way to do so. It might take you an hour or two, maybe, or you could just try and trudge right through it, which seems to be maybe not the best idea, but there is a way around it.
I'll return and say, well, good news. There's a way around. Bad news, we're gonna lose time. It is the safer route rather than cutting straight through. I think you'd agree.
I mean,
It
yeah,
is
that's
better to be safe than sorry.
Mm.
Josh is right.
Unless
We're
you
no
all have
rush.
some way to make us all fly. But lacking that, I think
Not
it's a
yet.
good idea to go around. You say not yet.
Oh yeah, not yet. But I'm working on an option for that.
Right.
Fascinating.
Wait, so you
well,
can
you
like
wouldn't fly, technically.
Wait,
But
so
my
you
people.
you can like talk to
have
animals and
magic.
fly?
Well, I can't. Well, I will be able to fly. Yes, it's very confusing. My people can fly. Yes.
You can fly under the water.
Well, no, we could fly above the water.
Like flying
I mean,
out.
I could. I'm not. I've been practicing, but it's like really hard. Okay, but I could try and turn into like a seagull or something, and I've tried, but every time I turn into a seagull, I just kind of get the beak part, and then I splash into the water.
Going to stop you right there.
Mhm.
If you decide to fly, make sure it's anything but a seagull, please.
Got it. I understand.
Oh
Any
yeah,
other
because they're like
thieves?
really annoying.
What I haven't
They're
seen any.
demons.
I don't.
They're
I don't-
demons with feathers.
They are.
They're absolutely demons.
Oh, well, is there a better? I haven't seen a lot of
I was eating a
flying
sandwich
creatures.
and it and it stole it right from my hand. Lost my lunch.
Well, I haven't seen a lot of
These have a stench to them.
flying creatures. I've only
if you
seen
turned into a
seagulls
seagull,
and
I might
pigeons
turn
and
around and shoot you with
ravens.
a crossbow.
Oh God. Okay, I won't do it. I promise. I swear I won't. I won't turn into a seagull.
Just so I don't accidentally shoot you.
Okay. Well, is there a different sort of flying creature that you would like me to turn into? Because if so, we should find one because I have to study it.
I don't know. I've seen pelicans.
What about
I could do a
that?
pelican.
What about
I look where he's pointing.
And there's like a toucan sitting in a tree, just like looking at you, like brightly colored
is
sort of
that?
bill. Well, that's a bird.
I've never seen such a bird.
It's very pretty, but
It doesn't look very Well, I heard there were bigger birds, like much bigger.
Well, if your plan is to carry all of us, then yeah, a large
Oh no,
bird
no,
is
that's not my
superb.
plan. I don't want to carry any of you. I could maybe carry like Taj, but the rest of you might be too big. But I was thinking more of like, I know a spell. It's not really a spell, but I'm trying to dumb it down for you to understand. I know a spell to summon the spirits of animals that once were, and then they could carry you.
So you're summoning
Fantastic.
dead animals.
Summoning the spirits of dead animals to carry you.
Well, that's
Zombie.
gross.
No, it's not gross. They're very friendly.
I'm still here.
Do
by the
we
way.
need to kill the
forgot.
animals
Thanks,
before you can do that?
No,
'Cause
no,
I'm
no,
not sure that's
we don't.
ideal.
No, we don't need to do that. No, that's not how
Oh.
it works. It's it's like the spirits are all around us. Like every rock and tree and creature has a spirit and has a name.
Indeed.
you know,
What's the
I
name
think
of that bird up there?
Oh, I don't know. I could ask him. Do you want me to ask him?
Oh no. This
Okay.
is quite all right.
I think I can hear a spirit of an animal calling us to follow this
Oh,
path
okay.
in this direction.
I didn't know you could hear them too. That sounds good.
It's just we don't want to lose the daylight, you know.
I understand.
All right. So Hayden sort of leads you around the area that you've scouted out to be sure to avoid the quicksand. And as you're walking, Samuel kind of is walking beside you, Emmy. He's like, I don't really like dead animals. Okay, so like, just like, I don't want to see any of that. Okay.
But they don't look dead. They're just their spirits. They'll look alive. Like
cool.
your spirit doesn't look like you, but dead. It looks like you, like how you would want to look.
Okay, cool. And he just walks ahead of you. It looked like the wheels just kind of stopped turning for a moment in his brain, and he just said, "Okay, whatever," and kept going.
Since I wasn't here last time, how old is Samuel?
Like late teens.
He's just stupid.
Okay.
Like he's old enough to know better. He's just the fucking worst.
So essentially,
I'm just trying to figure out what we're dealing with here.
so his
We're not being
dad,
mean to him for no reason. Just so you
his
know.
dad paid us to essentially take him on his like personal voyage that he's supposed to go by himself to like prove himself that he could be whatever he wants to
Nepotism,
be.
baby.
But we're like basically hired help to get him to where he needs to be.
The official story is that his grandfather has paid the group to investigate irregularities of other would-be priests of the Lightsmith trying to complete their pilgrimage and being stopped from doing so.
But it's
And he has
bullshit.
told Samuel, who is his assistant, to go along to document and make sure the job's completed. And it just so happens that Samuel is his grandson, who also needs to complete a pilgrimage.
Okay, I got it.
He hates him. He's the new Branus, but worse.
And
You
they're
know,
secretly
he can
dating.
blossom
No.
into our Riza. Nah.
I mean, that would
All
be
right.
nice, but no.
So you continue along in the jungle, and as the day goes by, you lose a couple of hours, so you're not quite as far as you wish that you were. But you stop and make camp, sort of in the middle of the jungle, trying to find some sort of clearing in the area. So somebody make a survival roll for me to see how you make camp, and if you all are going to be looking for food today, someone else can also try and forage for food.
19 for camp.
Okay. So your camp's in a nice secluded area.
Food is also survival.
Yep.
Yeah.
The forage food is
I'll
survival.
do that one. 15.
Okay.
Not going to collect extra though. I'm only going to collect enough food for us to eat for one day.
So roll a d6 and add your wisdom modifier, I believe. 9. Okay, so you can collect enough food for everyone for today. So everyone will
No
be able
extra.
to. Yep. Everyone will
Waste
be
not,
able
want not.
to eat without expending rations this evening.
Sweet.
All right. So it is the evening. Everyone's sort of winding down. You can hear sort of the strange noises of the heavy, dense forest or jungle around you this evening. So what's going to be the watch order for tonight?
I need a long, long rest.
Yes, I also. Oh, okay. That just happened. I guess I could do first watch if somebody. Azric, do you wanna? Would you like to do first watch with me?
Samuel can watch too.
Sorry, my ears were starting to bleed.
Actually, I might go to sleep first. Actually, Samuel, good. You can do first watch.
Okay. So what do I watch for?
You know what? Never
are
mind.
you sure this is
Samuel,
a good
go to
idea?
sleep. Just go to sleep. Just you know what? Just go to sleep, Samuel.
Okay, like I could like
sleep.
stay up and like help or something or.
It's
I
fine.
do think
I'll
this
do-
dimwit should try to do something so that he can say that he did what he needed to do.
How about this? I will take first watch with the kid.
And he kind of like side eyes you and like looks at Emmy. He's like, "Oh yeah, like that's cool too. Like I'll watch with like anybody."
Oh,
That's
and I'll
quite
do
cool.
second watch with Azric.
Sure.
Okay, Tarj, are you gonna take a watch or are you gonna sleep?
Well, if both are covered, then I'll just sleep, I guess.
Okay, it's not it's the more people there are, the higher chance that you could see something if it's out there. Is all it is. So it's a numbers game. But you can sleep, cuddle up with Cooter, who's also taken the evening to rest her old bones and do that as well. So it doesn't have to be 2 and 2. It could be 3, 2 and 3, 3 and 3, whatever you guys like. So
I'll just sleep.
okay. So it's a first watch with Hayden and Samuel. Samuel
Good
is making
luck.
it with disadvantage. He does not have dark vision. And he gets an 8. What do you get?
I get 16.
So you're all kind of sitting around your small encampment here. He's like, so it's Haydan, right? That's your name?
Yes, that's correct.
So Haydan, like, so like, what do you do?
Well, I would normally be trudging through the jungle. I'm a sailor by trade.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Like, where have you
Ever on a
been?
ship? Have you ever been on a ship?
Yeah. Like I was unloading
really?
stuff. Yeah.
Ah. In
Like-
the city, the harbor.
Oh yeah, because like we do like a lot of shipping stuff and like all the cool stuff that we make and like we ship it to like the other islands and stuff. Because like we do like the whole like forge stuff. So we have some really like awesome like metal things and then like we ship them around and then like make a bunch of money off of them because they're like really good. So yeah.
What kind of metal things? I'm
Well,
curious.
like, like anything that's like metal, like we could probably do it. Yeah.
Armor, weapons.
Oh yeah, totally.
Hmm,
Like real good stuff.
amazing. Well, let's say we get you through this little trip of ours. Perhaps you set aside something bladed and sharp for me as a token of friendship for having got you through to safety, huh?
Oh, cool. So like you want me to like make something for you?
Or someone, and you could gift it to me.
So I make it for someone else, but then I give it to you?
No,
Okay.
just something that's already made.
Oh, I
Make
don't
it
have
easy on
any of
you.
that though, because I gotta do the whole like pilgrimage thing, and I gotta get like the magma and like take it home, and then I can start like making that kind of stuff. But like after that, like totally, I'll make something for sure.
Fantastic. Great. We have a deal.
Yeah, sure, totally.
Great.
And like he
Now
extends his
listen-
hand out to you.
Hayden shakes it, but it says,
So he
listen.
you open your hand and he like goes to like fist bump you, and it's like the awkward moment where like both of you don't know like what the exchange is going to be. and then
Amazing.
when you go to fist bump him back, he just like covers your fist with his hand and like shakes your hand.
Some type of custom here on Lenars.
I wasn't sure like what you were going for, but I think it worked out okay. Like in the end, it's like it's totally like like legit business deal.
So, we're on watch. Here's what you need to do. Listen as hard as you can for any movement, rustling of leaves, tree limbs, anything nearby. If you hear anything that sounds like something nasty coming our way, you let
Okay.
me know.
Got it.
So just sit there, look that way, and listen as hard as you can. I'll do the same, but looking this way.
So like his brow gets like furrowed. Bird, there's a bird over there. Bird. He starts yelling, bird.
Okay. You don't need to yell. Just anything
Bird.
that sounds like it might eat us, not something small.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Like do you remember the snakes?
Oh yeah, I try to forget.
Anything like that.
Got it.
Got it. Okay. And go.
So have you been on a ship before too? Like I know you were a sailor, but like where all have you been?
All over the world.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we like I really want to go to like on test sometime because they paid us a whole bunch of money for a lot of stuff we made for them, and it seems like really cool.
Maybe
That's
you'll
when
get
I was
there
on the
one day.
ship unloading. It was like money.
You'll get there
Cool.
eventually.
Yeah, I didn't get to make anything though because I couldn't do it yet, but a lot of cool stuff.
Like I said, you'll get there. You'll do it.
And as the watch goes on, he just does not shut the fuck up. He's just happy that someone is like actually willing to have a conversation with him and just not immediately shut him down until
Yeah.
that point where it happens. So nothing happens on your watch. And your watch is over, and it's like where you get up and like you start going to like where you're going to sleep now to wake up Azric and Emmy, and he's just still talking. He's like talking at you at this point. And then Azric and Emmy, it is your turn for a watch.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead and make your perception rolls.
$11.
17 plus. Sorry, math is so hard for some reason. 17 plus 5.
22.
Thank you.
Anything you all would like to discuss during your watch?
Azric, do you know any more stories about Emily and the ogres?
Oh, you know that story was about you, right?
What? Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, no. I knew that. I knew that. I totally
Oh,
knew that. I totally knew that. I totally knew that.
it was a real story. It
I
wasn't
knew
real.
that.
I just made it up because,
But they didn't come and attack our camp.
I mean, two extraordinarily large snakes did.
But those aren't ogres.
I mean, it's still danger.
Oh, they were nice. It was fine.
I mean, after you spoke with him, which was
Yeah, most
actually
animals are nice. They don't
incredible.
really mean anything. Like they're nothing to be scared of. Is all I'm saying. Are you scared of snakes?
No, just extraordinarily large snakes that can swallow a man whole.
Oh, yeah, but they didn't. So you know.
Right.
Animals are nice. They're just trying to do their own thing and find dinner. And if you just ask them nicely, I could try to teach you to talk to them if you want.
Oh, no, that's not necessary.
Oh,
But
okay.
listen, I understand we're in their home. We're just
Mhm.
visiting. Of course, if they get hungry, we are on the menu. But
Mm-hmm.
what I was trying to teach you with that story is that it's not all fun and games. We're not here to tell stories and eat chocolate.
I know that. I know that. I just thought we could still have some fun while adventuring. I mean, it's called adventuring, you know.
But it's not what you read in the books compared to real life. I mean,
It's not.
the books. How do you say this? Romanticize what
Yeah.
an adventurer is like. Not to
But
say
the
that those
books are
things can
based on
happen.
something.
Right, but this is real life. This is life or death. Like if we are dead, there's no one going to write our stories because we are nobody.
Oh, well, yeah, that's fine. If I'm dead, then I won't care anyways. So.
Well, true. What I'm saying, Emmy, is I'm trying to get my point across.
Are you scared of dying?
I mean, I face death more than I'd like to share, but
Really?
I mean, probably yes. I would prefer to live.
No, that's not what I asked, though. I said, are you scared to die?
Yes, I do not want to die.
You shouldn't be scared because when you die, your spirit's going to become one with the world again.
Maybe not in my case.
But what do you mean?
It's complicated.
Oh, okay. Does that mean you don't want to talk about it? Sometimes when people say it's complicated,
nope.
they.
I absolutely don't want to share any of that with anyone.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just, I was trying to help. I was just trying to help.
Azure just pats around the head. Oh, it's all right.
It's not how Emmy saw her watch with Azric going.
All right. As you finish your watch, nothing happens this evening to you all. So another day goes by as you survive through the jungle, about halfway to your destination to Mount Cabradon. A new day rises. Everyone is awake, ready to go. And who is going to be my person that's going to be making a survival roll to see if you all get lost in the jungle?
I'll do it for today.
Have we long rested then?
You have gotten a long rest, yes. Your long rest is completed.
Blessed
So,
day.
if you need to prepare spells, do that now for your day, the next day.
Oh yeah, that's the thing I can do now.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 7.
A 7. Gotcha. Okay. Someone make a D8 roll for me.
Okay, I'll do it again. 3.
What was your D8 roll? 3. Okay. So you all are going through the jungle, and it's thick here. You can barely see any sunlight coming through. And at this point, it's so easy to get turned around here in the jungle. And you feel like you should be closer. Like you feel like you should start seeing where the summit of Mount Cabradon should be rising in elevation here. And you spend a good 3 or 4 hours sort of looking, and did I see that tree before? No, that's a different tree. And you're sort of going around, and it's gotten to the point that you're not sure what direction you're going. The canopy's covering the sun. You're going through a very unfamiliar jungle, and there's really not a good way to tell where you've been and where you're going. So you're spending some time looking around trying to find, and you happen to stumble upon a small stream with a very small sort of waterfall leading into it. And as you get near, you can tell that it's sort of a hot spring of sorts, like a hot stream. Very refreshing, very clean water. A nice sort of beacon of hope as you're lost in the jungle.
Oh my God, this is beautiful. I cannot wait to take a bath. Azric just strips naked and jumps in.
Emmy's face turns red.
So as you all
Azric
are
also does the hair flip thing as he comes out of the water. So she's
It's like slow motion with like the water glistening.
Kuda just goes and sits next to the bank, just like dangling her little flippers in the.
okay.
Taj, love, could you please give me my bar of soap, please?
Let them get it. And I rummage through his bag and like toss it to him.
Yeah. So Azric, you are in the. Are you in the stream part of it, or are you where the waterfall's coming down?
The waterfall.
What about you, Cooter?
Just like right. She's just chilling, like not like super close to the waterfall.
Yeah. So you just got you're dipping your feeties in the sort of those lazy warm stream.
Yeah.
Down below.
Don't want none of that, like this splashback, like.
Yep. And you sort of you sit down, you put your feet in, and you're looking, and you see like right across from the stream, there's a large sort of some sort of statue. It's really hard to make out what it is. This thing's huge. It's covered in moss, in vines. There's intricate carvings in it. You're not really sure what it's trying to depict. It's ancient of sort. You're just sort of looking at this statue, and everyone's sort of milling about, washing hands, getting some of the nice water. You see that as you're sort of looking at the statue, trying to figure out like what this is, you see like a large hand reach up from the top of it, and another hand and sort of pull up, and you see. At first, you think it's like an ape of some sort of gorilla, right? And it's being extremely quiet for its size because it is large. No one else sees this, and it sort of perches at the top of this statue. And what's odd about this is it has stark white fur. It also has 4 arms. It has 2 normal and 2 growing out of its side as well. And you're sort of looking up. It's this weird moment where you're looking at the statue and it crawls over and it's sort of looking at you.
Love when Cooter sees things first.
I need you all to roll initiative.
No, naked.
Yeah, Hayden had just started like taking his jacket off.
Ironically, that my initiative is a 6 because I am stunned by what I see.
A 6 for Cooter. What about Azric?
7.
What
we
about
found Bigfoot.
Hayden?
13.
13. Emmy?
16.
16. Taj?
I'm so excited.
19.
19. Okay. So in this instance, let me just show you all I was working with. Man, I have so many things written up, but all the rolls were combat. So
I like it. I'm here for
I was
it.
gonna say,
Yeah.
this is fun. I'm enjoying
It's
it.
keeping me
Especially
engaged.
because Azric's about to die.
the jungle is a very dangerous place, y'all.
Oh,
and
man.
What's your AC while you're naked, bro?
Not enough, I can tell you that much.
It's the same?
Reminds me of the
Nope.
Guardian 8 from Sekiro. It's awesome.
okay. So up first, Cooter, you only heard this one. No one's heard this one.
Let me look at the stream real quick. She probably can't see it anyway.
So Taj, you are surprised by these creatures on this turn. So this is the first round with the surprise. So it's going to go around. They'll get to act. Cooter will act, and then everyone else will get to act, as they are extremely stealthy. So Emmy, you are no longer surprised by these creatures. The first one, and it sees Cooter, and you sort of do that thing where, you know, you've seen movies or in videos, someone notices like a wild animal and they just kind of slowly put their hands, you're just gonna back away, and as soon as you make a motion that you're gonna get away or make a sound, at the top of this statue, it just and it just leaps off of this statue, moving at an insane amount of speed. So as it sort of leaps, climbs down, and leaps over the stream here.
I love how Azric's just in the waterfall, like la 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 la.
And it
by himself.
it leaps off the top, grabs one of its arms, swings down, grabs another, swings down, hits the ground, runs, jumps over the stream. And this thing easily moved 50, 55 feet, 60 feet directly at you.
No.
And it does not look happy.
I like to think when it roared, it scared Azric and made him drop the soap, and the soap goes down the stream.
Okay, so it's gonna attack you. So it tries to bite you, and it misses on its bite. And then it makes 4 claw attacks against you.
Oh,
Um,
the hairy Goro.
of which 2 of them succeed. So you were going to take 12 slashing damage.
This is me.
And
You need to level up, man.
you know
We're
in
squished.
this instance that these boys ain't nothing to fuck with. Hayden, you're no longer surprised. This one comes down after you, climbs down, and starts to attack you. What's your AC, Hayden?
15.
The bite hits you, and a claw hits you, and they're rolling really low.
Thank God we had our long rest.
So you take 10
Yep.
damage.
This is not good, you guys.
Azric, you are no longer surprised, but you are naked. Cooter, you can act normally.
Surprise.
As a free action, I drop the soap.
And it see go over down in the stream.
Cooter's just gonna panic and withdraw into her shell.
Okay.
She's hurt. She's in pain. It hurts.
You use your action to withdraw in your shell, so you're prone and bloop, you pop in there.
Yep.
Samuel looks and just, and it's to the point where his eyes go wide and he like tries to scream, but he's hyperventilating and like can't get it out, and he starts shuffling backwards and then throws a token a sacred flame at this creature, and they easily make their save on it, so it has no effect against them. Taj, you're no.
If I would have moved, it would have had an attack of opportunity on me, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, withdrawing is probably ideal. Okay.
Yeah. Taj.
I am going to attempt to do Tasha's hideous laughter on one of them.
Gotcha.
And it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And I'm going to message you.
Gotcha.
I gotta find the last time I messaged you. Hold on. There you are.
Which direction did we come from?
Sway.
Okay.
Okay, so it has failed its wisdom saving throw. And I believe that, which one were you casting it on? The one on the left or the one on the right?
As far as I can tell, are they the same to me?
They're the same creature. Both
I'll do
mean.
it. I'll do the one on the right closest to Hayden.
Okay. So the one on the right is, I guess, immediately going to fall prone. Is that right?
Yeah. At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, the target can make another wisdom saving throw.
Gotcha. So it's you make your incantation, and it sort of looks at you, waving your arms about, making your incantation, and it looks over you, and then it sees Azric just buck ass naked, just dropping the soap out of it, slips out of his hand and down the stream, and it goes and just starts dying of laughter and like rolls on the ground right in front of you, Hayden. Anything else you'd like to do, Taj?
I'm gonna move.
What is
back.
code?
I'm gonna move over here.
Okay, you back up into the corner there. And then Emmy.
Okay, so I'm gonna gonna yell, "You leave my friends alone!" And then I'm gonna turn into an Urgor, which is like if a black bear and a walrus had a baby. And then, oh no, I'm sorry, I did it out of order. First, I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna cast Bark Skin, and you're gonna see my skin gets covered in, but it's not bark. It's actually barnacles. So all of a sudden, Emmy starts running forward, and her skin starts getting covered as little barnacles start spreading over her skin. And as that's happening, she just turns into like a walrus bear and starts galloping towards these guys. And I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna attack.
This one's hilariously laughing and not doing anything.
Yeah, as I say, I want to be near both of them though. So I'm going to attack this one. I was just trying to get to a place where I'm within 5 of both.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack the left one though.
Go for it.
So first I'm going to hit it with my, that's the wrong animal. I don't have hooves right now. Attack it with my bite, walrus bite. That's going to be 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
That will do, 8 damage. Rolling really good on those tonight.
8 damage.
And then I'm going to claw it with my claws.
Okay, go for it.
Oh yeah, I can't attack actually. Bark Skin is my action. Sorry.
Got it.
So ignore that. But I can Bark Skin and Wild Shape in the same turn. Got ahead of myself.
Yep. All right. Next
Thanks, Village.
turn is this one. It looks to you coming at it, and it looks at Cooter, and it goes to like, as it's swiping at Cooter, and she just withdraws into her shell and just bloop into the shell, and it sort of looks confused. And it just like tries to slap the shell and try to like bite it. So it's gonna make a bite attack and one claw against you, Cooter, inside your shell, trying to get through there. So that's a 12. That's not gonna hit with the bite.
Nope.
The claw is an 18, which isn't going to get through.
Nope.
So it slaps again. Another 18 doesn't get through.
Nope.
So it's like a curious looking like creature now, like ugh, and like slap, like bite, and then gets frustrated and looks and sees Emmy, and then smacks once at her with a natural one. And that's its turn. Very
flailing.
nice. Hayden.
Right. So, I got hurt, and then the thing immediately is now laughing on the ground.
It's like rolling, literally.
I don't
It's doing a ruffle a mouth.
know
Yeah,
what's going on, but
it is.
it's not attacking me at the moment, so I'm gonna use what do I want to do? I'm going to do all my movement, which maybe not. Hold on. All of my movement to see 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna bonus action. Use my cunning action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cunning, something or other. That lets me dash as a bonus action.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use more movement to get up the hill. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to take out my hand crossbow,
Okay.
and I'm going to attempt to shoot the one that's not rolling around, the one that's trying to hit Cooter's shell.
Gotcha.
I don't know what
for
the range is on that. No.
Your hand crossbow, this
I
would
have to
be
equip it.
Yeah, so this would be at long range. So it'd be at disadvantage. Minimum range
would
for it's 30. 30 is the normal range, 120 is long range.
Oh. Okay, how about this?
Mhm.
I'll do the 30 like I said, which I think was, let's see, I was here, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, there. I will shoot from here with the crossbow.
It's still disadvantaged because you have to be within 30 feet of it. So in order to be, has to be within these squares.
Right. Well, okay. How about this? Scratch what I just said.
Okay. I'm just trying to let you know information here.
I was here, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing up here to this cave.
It's like a small like opening in it. Yeah.
Do I have to like duck down, or is it person height?
It's like up to like your like chin, so you duck down a little bit.
Okay. From here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I should be able to hit it with a crossbow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so instead of taking out my saber, I will take out my crossbow and unleash a bolt at it.
Go for it. We got there. We finally got there.
We finally did it.
Without
I do have to
disadvantage.
equip it though.
It's y'all were hanging out in a stream, so I'm assuming your weapons weren't out, so you can equip your crossbow as you're doing this. So
yeah, and then I'll whatever. Saber doesn't go away. It's a special thing.
That's yeah. So you can keep them all equipped and just choose whichever one you want to use. So
yeah. So here we go, and that's probably gonna miss because that's a 10.
10 does not hit.
Damn it. Well, I think bonus I have to reload, right?
Yeah, you can't do it twice unless you have a feat with a crossbow.
So what I will do is try to tuck in as much as possible. I think I have like, I'm gonna try to get up in there and then use the reload action bonus.
So you reload, it happens as part of your action, so it's free. It just means you can't do 2, but you could perhaps try and use your bonus action to hide here since you didn't use that as your cunning action.
Oh yeah, then I'll do that.
Make me a stealth roll.
Okay. Come on. Stealth is pretty good. That's 19.
19. Okay, you think you're pretty well hidden, tucked in there. Up next is the one who's laughing. It makes a wisdom save. Is that right? Portage, he rolls a 2 for a total of 3, so he's not well, he's having a great time, so Azric.
Okay. Well, I guess the first time we've seen Azric shirtless, and you notice that there's actually black feathers covering his shoulders as if they were pauldrons. And as the waterfall is crashing down on Azric, there's enough mist obscuring Azric's private parts as he shoots out a hex spell to this gorilla guy.
Please, I want the fan art. Oh my god.
Targeting strength, and then shoots out an eldritch blast as he pelvic thrusts as it comes out of the misty waters and hits the gorilla.
Make your roll.
I can see it. It's so
like,
good.
It's like well placed, like CGI mist just in front, like.
Yes.
20 hit.
That
Or
definitely
like a
hits.
fish jumps up just at the right time.
Peach, how dare you laugh at me? And I do 16 damage.
16 damage. Wooey.
Nice.
All right, nice hit.
Wowie wawa.
Anything else?
That is it.
All right. Cooter, you are in your shell and you hear a knocking, but nothing gets through.
The nudist life suits you. I will. I'm certain I can come out of my shell and then booming blade on my Yukawa again.
Yes, you could do that.
Is a series of events that could occur. Okay,
Yes.
cool. Because I'm just at such a range today that is not
Yeah.
great.
Go for it. So make your weapon attack against it.
Blech. 8.
8 does not hit.
Jail. And now I'm just standing here, more naked than Azric.
Samuel. He's gonna to maneuver a little bit. He sees Hayden like try and hide in there, so he like comes over here to try and get in, and then sees that there's not enough room in there. So he like tries to squeeze in, and he sees you. He's like, "Oh man, sorry. Like I didn't see you there. I'll like find my own place, or yeah, I don't know." And then he like backs up and then goes over here and then does a sacred flame on this one, and they fail their dex save and they take 2 damage, and that's Samuel's turn. Taj.
I'll throw Toll of the Dead at the other one.
The laughy one or the hurty one?
The hurty one.
Gotcha. And that's a wisdom
And-
save for them. It's a 14.
Mm-hmm. It saves.
Okay.
I don't think it does anything. I don't think this is like half as much. So
Not with a cantrip, probably not. No.
Nope. Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. Emmy,
Now I attack.
go for it.
Okay. Which I wish I'd not wasted those rolls before. That's 11.
An 11 misses.
Okay. And then my claws. Ooh, that's a 19 plus. So
That
that'll
hits.
hit. That's going to be 7 slashing damage on the left one.
All right, 7 slashing damage. It's looking. I mean, it's looking injured. That's for sure. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right.
I mean, I'd
this
growl at it like a walrus. Roar.
okay. So you growl like a walrus, and then it and like shows its teeth at you, and then just tries to bite your walrus face.
Okay.
It misses one bite, so it's gonna try and claw. That's a 16 on one of them.
Hold on. Because I've got bark skin up. So my AC is 16.
So
What'd you say it was? A 16?
16.
So it matches.
So
Okay.
you take 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
It slashes again at you, and does 15. Doesn't hit you. So it slashes at you twice. Looks at Cooter, and it is gonna try and slash at you once. That's an 18. So
Do
you take.
I guess I have to to make a concentration check for bark skin.
Is it a concentration spell?
Yeah.
You take 5
Yeah.
slashing damage, Cooter. And then for its last one, it's gonna just try and grapple you. So make either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Oh, I accidentally used the similar dice. That's a 7.
It gets a 20 on its athletics. So you're grappled. And it just grabs a hold.
He's
Uh-huh.
hexed with strength.
Oh,
With
yes, you're
disadvantage?
right. So, okay, it was one higher. So it was 17 and a 16. Thank you for keeping me in check, though. He is hexed. So you're grappled, and it just starts pulling you away.
No! Save me!
It grabs you and just starts pulling, and is like trying to climb back up the statue. Amy, you can take an attack opportunity if you'd like.
Yes, I would love to. Do I have to choose? Do I choose between, or do I still
Yeah.
gotta do my multi-attack?
You choose.
'Cause it says it makes 2 attacks. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll do
it
a
works the
bite
same for
attack.
players. You just choose one attack to use.
You choose one? Okay, so I'll do one bite attack.
Panic! Panic!
15, 17, 18, 20.
Hits.
6, 7, 8.
I just realized I have the perfect withdraw into shell emote. Here it is.
All right, it's looking hurt, but it just grabs Emmy and just has like Emmy, or it has Cooter in like a headlock, but around the shell, and is just dragging her back.
Oh.
Hayden,
Oh.
you were hidden.
I am hidden. I will step out a little bit. I guess I will immediately see Cooter being dragged off. So what I will do is I still have my hand crossbow at the ready. It's loaded up. How far away is it though?
So to get within 30 feet, you have to be like in this line, so you could slink up right behind Emmy if you wanted to be within range.
You know, how far is that? 40 feet.
So you'll be at disadvantage if you shoot from here, and you cannot get sneak attack if you are at disadvantage.
Right. Well,
But I guess it would cancel because you're hidden. So anyway, go ahead.
If I move there, or if I move here, that puts me in range.
Has to be here.
Here. Okay. I will be there then. And I
Gotcha.
will take a
Make
shot.
your shot with advantage as you sort of slink up as it's paying attention to Cooter as you
Oh.
slink out of the cave.
Right. Good thing it was with advantage, but still not super great. 14 to hit.
That hits. You need a 13 against these friends.
Cool. So, all right. There's the no. There's what, a d6. Okay. 2 plus 3. That's 5. And then sneak attack is another 4. So 9 total.
Okay. Looking hurt.
And then can I cunning action dash back to my hidey hole?
Yeah, you certainly can.
Okay. Like cunning action dash back into the old hidey hole. But I can't hide, so I'll just stand there.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Wisdom saving throw from this this guy. It's an 8, so it's still on the ground laughing. And Azric.
What's the terrain looking like? Can I move forward, or is this difficult because I'm in water?
So down here is another. It's like another down dip. It's not quite a waterfall. I mean, if you wanted to hop on the rock here and come down, you could.
Okay. I'm just gonna move here next to Taj, and there's a convenient bush blocking Azric's area, and he's gonna shoot another Eldritch Blast at that big boy.
Go for
Trying
it.
to run off a cooter. Okay, 22.
That definitely hits.
And what is this? 16 damage again.
16 damage. Woo-wee.
Nice.
And then I'm going to summon. How high is he on the statue now?
He hasn't gotten there yet. He's not climbed yet.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm gonna summon a tentacle right there, right next to it.
Gotcha. Let me
That
get
is all.
a normal tentacle. Right, where again? Here?
Right at the base. Yeah, right there.
All right, there you go. One tentacle for you.
That is all.
Cooter, you are being grabbed by a gigantic, monstrous gorilla creature.
Panic! Panic!
And it seems to be barely holding on to you at this point. It's bloodied. It's like trying to get away with a snack, and it's not sure it can.
Yeah, I'm gonna have another crack at the booby blade Yukawa situation.
Go for it.
Because she's like
Flailing
straight
about.
panic. Yeah. 14.
14's enough to hit. All you needed was 13.
Yes. And then we need this one. 5.
Describe to me how you kill this monstrous creature.
Let's go.
She's straight up just flailing and just swinging this Yukawa around that's like crackling with booms, and it just like hacks its head off in the process just by pure luck and panic energy.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. Yep, and it's dragging you, and it's kind of breathing heavily and bleeding, and you're just flailing about, and it just catches purchases and then just kind of falls over and lets you go at the base of the statue. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, she's just like kind of in the fetal position, a little bit recovering.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most hurt she's been on the journey thus far.
Okay. And then this one here, as it's sort of rolling around, he sort of looks at the Emmy's like bear walrus creature, and he just goes, Emmy, look out! It's just like right by you. It's right there. And he runs forward and pulls out his blacksmith hammer and just clonks it on the head.
He
Serious.
Natural 20.
Oh, he crit.
Because he's prone.
Oh my god.
Man.
Dude, that's awesome.
Samuel the hero.
Oh, and it does a mighty
told you.
9 damage.
I told you he had potential.
So it has to make another save now because it's been hit. Is that right? Or is it just
Yeah.
out of it?
It has to make another save, but I'm gonna DM you.
Gotcha.
Wow. I can't believe that.
Gotcha. And it still fails. So it's still, it goes clunk, it's clunked in the head, and it looks at Samuel as he's like wide-eyed and just like looking like, oh god, what did I just do? And has this little dinky blacksmith hammer, and it just keeps laughing like even harder at this point. And Taj, your turn.
I am going to do. Let's ice knife it.
Okay.
Actually, no. There's people next to it. Let's fire or toll the dead it.
Okay. It fails its wisdom saving throw.
Nice. And has he taken damage? Yeah, he
Yes.
has.
Thanks to Samuel, he took damage.
5.
5 damage. Alrighty. And it's gonna make a wisdom saving throw again because for taking damage. And it does pass this time with a 17. So it's no longer, it's still prone, but it's no longer laughing uncontrollably. Emmy.
Okay. I'm gonna attack it.
You have advantage.
First with my bite. That's a 20.
That hits.
Eight damage. I've rolled 6s every time I've rolled a d6 today.
Nice. All right, 8
This D6
damage.
is the opposite of jail. Yeah, that was 8, and then I'm gonna do my claws.
Uh-huh.
Is this still with advantage?
It's
need a
still
dice.
prone, yeah.
What's the opposite
It'll
of jail?
be
A shrine?
2. Yes,
Yeah.
shrine.
Nice shrine.
That's a 22 to
baseball?
hit.
That hits. I have a dice shrine.
8 more damage.
8 more damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this one's looking a little beat up too. Hayden.
Oh. Well, I will pop back out here. See that the one next to Cooter is laying dead. And seeing that the one still lying on the ground looks like he snapped out of his laughing fit. I am gonna move forward and I'll just toss the old crossbow to the side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sheathing it, I'm just dropping it.
Yep.
So I can pull out my saber.
Yep.
And we're gonna give it a stab into the gut
With advantage.
Or- with advantage. Nope, that'll be 11. Yes.
11 total.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It rolls so well. No, I mean like to hit.
Yep, that does not hit. You need
Okay.
you need a 13 for these guys.
Okay. Well, he rolls just out of the way with the saber, but I'm gonna follow up and try to stab him with a short sword as my bonus.
Go for it. Still
That's
advantage.
gonna be a 21 to hit this time,
That hits.
and that's a sneak attack on that.
It is.
Correcto. Okay. 4 + 3, that's 7. And then sneak attack. Another 8 to that. So 7 + 8.
15.
Yeah.
All right, not looking too hot at this point.
And if I back away,
Your swashbuckler.
I am a swashbuckler. I can just do that. So I'm
Yep.
gonna go right back here.
You're a swashbuckler, man. That's your class. Remember?
Yeah, that's right. I gotta remember that.
Okay. So it is now the creature's turn. It is out of its sort of trance. And it is going to stand up at this point. I'm having troubles with my map today. My browser's not very happy with me. But at this point the creature's going to stand up, and it is going to move as far and as fast away from you all as possible. So you're more than welcome to take an opportunity to attack Emmy if you would like, or Samuel, but it is bloodied and it is getting the hell out of Dodge.
I want to attack it.
Go for it. Samuel will too if you're doing it. Samuel misses.
12.
12 also misses. So you take some swipes at the beast, and it is going to get up with all 6 of its limbs and then just dart off into the dense underbrush of the jungle. And with that, you all will be out of initiative. Back into the jungle.
Hayden, as it runs away, Hayden just shouts, "Hey, don't come back, you shit."
I will say here, one mechanic, since you have completed the combat in this sort of hot stream here, if you do rest here and you end up taking hit die, it is automatically the maximum.
Oh.
Well, that sounds great.
If we watch short rest,
If you use any hit die
yeah.
here for a short rest, then it will use the maximum amount. So you
I
have
will
to
do that.
So you don't roll, you just take the maximum amount?
I will do that.
Cool.
It's a very rejuvenating stream.
I feel fine. I just unbear. And actually, first I'm going to jump in the stream and splash around as a walrus bear for a bit.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a perfect amount of healing.
Azur's gonna play it cool and try to get dressed. Oh, we're a pirate crew, aren't we? About to see some things.
And I thought you said that you weren't a pirate crew. I thought we talked about that.
Oh, right. Yeah, we don't have a ship. That's we're
So are you saying that
together.
if you had a ship, then you'd be a pirate?
Oh, well, we'd be safest. Not pirate. Oh, the opposite.
Make a persuasion roll.
Azur's half naked. Yeah, 22.
Okay, he's like, right, yeah, just okay, because Haydan said that he was a sailor too, so that makes sense.
Right.
Because if you were pirates,
Absolutely.
then my grandpa wouldn't like you, and then I wouldn't like you because they steal the stuff from the boats that we send out to make money, and sometimes they'll take the stuff, and then sometimes they'll take the money.
I'm gonna try to interrupt him, but you look at you, full of surprises. Samuel, the gorilla slayer, with that mighty hammer of yours.
Oh yeah, I was really scared because Emmy Walrus Bear was right by it, and then it looked real scary. So I was just gonna do what I had to do to be part of the team. So I think it's a really big step forward for us, and I feel really good about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've definitely leveled up in my eyes. Yes.
Cool.
Right.
I can do
Anyways,
magic stuff too sometimes, but yeah.
Fantastic. I'm going to get dressed if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah, totally. I didn't notice because there was a fern in the way, so that's
right,
totally
yes.
cool. Go ahead.
Samuel, Remember when we were on watch?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we might not be out of danger, so I might need your keen ears for
Got
the
it.
next few moments while we rest.
Okay. You rolled a natural 1 on perception. Do you think that like they like anything lives in that little cave? Like it wasn't very deep, and then but you see that pretty bird earlier? Like that was really cool. He's just talking at you while you're trying to take a short rest.
I don't need to take a short rest because I actually didn't take any damages.
Yeah, I know some members need to, but go ahead. Yeah.
You said there was like that statue?
Yeah.
I would like to use a feature called It's background. It's from a background.
Yeah.
I have a feature, historical knowledge, and when I enter a ruin or dungeon, I can correctly ascertain the its original purpose, and determine its builders, and like the race of builders, and some other known race, and I can determine the monetary value, but that's like less important to me.
So as you're looking at this large statue, it's sort of depicting a large sort of humanoid's a stretch, but it does have 2 legs, 2 arms, sort of sitting like this, very intricately carved. And you noticed these sort of intricate carvings look like flames, sort of running up the arms, the legs, all throughout the body. And you think in this case that very similar to other things that you have seen, sort of not revering gods per se, nothing like that, but more revering the spirits or just the elements in general. Of like, think of, you know, how your people would put a name to the spirits of the sea in this case. It's something like that, but different than what you've seen.
It could be like a spirit of fire or something like that. They're
Maybe
like
something
honoring.
like that. Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna go and investigate it a little bit more, just to see if I can see anything else. But I can do that while other people are.
Definitely know that this, without a doubt, was perhaps constructed. Who knows? Ancient, hundreds of years ago, maybe before even the continent was split apart. That old. But it was most definitely constructed by some sort of sect of druids.
What's that called when you said before the lands were split apart?
Mm-hmm. Catastrophe.
The catastrophe. Thank you. Do I see any other ruins around, or is it just like this one statue?
This one here.
Interesting. Okay.
While I was using that little opening as a hidey space, was I able to catch? Did it look like it went in far, or was it just kind of like a little indent?
That little, it's just a little indent.
Okay.
Into the sort of rocks there. Not really a full blown cave or anything.
Gotcha.
Just enough for you to tuck in.
Fair enough.
Anyone else have anything they'd like to accomplish during their short rest?
I don't think I have anything that I can actually use to study these bits and pieces I've picked up yet. I'll probably have to wait until we find.
I want to search for like wildflowers and pick them and save them in my bag.
Yeah. Easy enough. You can find some very sort of exotic flowers, not those that you're necessarily used to seeing. And these are relatively harmless. They aren't like the flesh-eating plants or anything. So you can pick, various different flowers out here. Very nice, very colorful, bright oranges, pinks, of that sort.
I'll save those.
Yeah. jungle flowers. You got a handful of them.
Thanks.
Emmy,
Oh, yes.
the statue's quite fascinating.
Oh,
You-
yes.
you
It's
suppose that
hundreds
means-
of years old.
Wow. Like I said, fascinating. You suppose then we're heading in the right direction?
Oh, this could be a marker that we're heading in the right direction. I hadn't really thought of that. Probably.
I mean, we really haven't seen any other sign that we're getting close to our destination. So,
No, that's true. I could, if you want, I could climb up and take a look.
can you do that safely? If not, I could.
No, I could do it safely. I could turn into like what are they called? A monkey? I think.
Sure.
Like the little one. I can't turn into the big ones. I've only seen the little ones.
Can you do that? Does that take away from your magical reserves? Any?
Well, if we're short resting, can I still short rest and have investigated the statue?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, if I rest after, then I'll have my forms back.
Well, I mean that would be very helpful. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, one moment. And then Emmy's like kind of like thinking, she turns into, I forget what they're called. They're like little and orange. They're like,
Like a
little monkey thing.
marmoset or something.
Yeah, like that. It's like the only one she's seen. She saw it on a ship one time. And so she's going to turn into that and start climbing the closest tree.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know what you're talking about, like the poofy orange ones.
Yeah, they're like little though. They're
little
like
ones.
like
Yep.
I have no combat capabilities
Yeah,
as
yeah.
this. I'm just little and I'm just gonna scurry up the tree.
You turn into the tiny little orange monkey, and you scurry up on top of the trees, and you sort of look out, and you can see that almost in like the direction that the statue was pointing would lead you to Mount Cabradon.
So the statue was pointing to it, we think.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, I'll scurry back down and hop onto Hayden's shoulder.
So when you scurry back down and look for a shoulder to jump on, Samuel's like, "Oh wow, it's so cool!" And he like reaches out, and then you jump on Hayden's shoulder, and he's like, "Okay,
Yeah, I don't go near Samuel
Cool.
at all.
okay." And he actually looks a little sad, like he might like he loves monkeys, but
That's not my problem. Okay, and then the monkey kind of like points in the direction that we're going and is like,
Well, thanks, Emmy. She says that way, so whatever
and
you're.
I'm gonna kind of go around and just kind of like lay on his backpack like a hammock and
Is
take my
that where
short
you're
rest.
short resting? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna waste. I'm not gonna waste the rest of my wild shape. I'm gonna stay in this for the full hour.
Okay.
Life's good as a monkey.
And so you know from what you've seen, it's going to take you a good slightly more than half of the day to reach the like summit of Mount Cabradon.
I'll tell them that when I'm not a monkey later.
Yeah. So you guys can continue on, and you know the way at this point, so you can continue. And several hours go by, and before it gets too dark, you can see sort of the summit of Mount Cabradon sort of rising, and then you happen to see what looks to be sort of a derelict staircase of sorts. And it's broken from probably about 20 feet up. However, if you would so choose, you could climb up, go over a broken log, and then jump your way across to get up to the stairs. But as you're sort of looking up at the summit here, figuring out a way to traverse this to get even higher, to start climbing the mountain, you see a halfling woman sort of looking at you all with a staff, a large cloak, and then you see a dwarven man with a long sort of white beard, white hair, and sort of either paint or tattoos on his face and his arms. And as you sort of look at these people, the halfling just sort of looks at you all, and she says, "I'm sorry, I can't let you go any further." And that's where we'll end our episode for this evening.
Big cliffhangers.
You said it was a halfling woman and a dwarf man.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So thanks everybody so much for hanging out today and watching. I hope you all had fun. A lot of combat today, which I'm surprised we got through it all. There was some pretty gnarly combat, to be honest.
Wow, you don't have faith in us?
No, I mean, like, you got through 3 of them today. It was a lot.
It's true.
It was a
fun
lot.
though. It was good. I like
And
it.
also
I
Emmy
wanted
nearly
to
kill
died.
us.
No, I'm not. No. No, that's not my plan. But anyway, thanks everyone so much. What we'll do is we'll prepare this MVP vote to see who's going to be the MVP. And whoever gets the top vote, of course, is going to get an inspiration for the episode. So make sure to vote for your favorites. As I get this set up here. And
While Max is doing that, thank you for all the follows and raids. We turn off all the alerts for the stream for super immersion mode, but we see all the action in chat, so appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you all very much. And we'll start the MVP poll, and we'll start with Azric as to why you think you deserve the MVP.
Well, hello, I'm Azric, and the reason I should get MVP is who else magnificently piles an Eldritch Blast from his loins while on top of a waterfall and direct hit to the target. So thank you.
Up next is Cooter.
Well, obviously Cooter deserves the MVP for the day, because who else would have gotten everyone else ready to fight? Always with the sharpest of eyeballs, keeping a lookout.
Emmy.
Emmy's just staring at Azric with a red face and has forgotten it's her turn to speak. I'm voting for Azric because he fought naked.
Hayden.
Well, naked shenanigans can be impressive, but when it comes to combat and killing creatures, I think I put on a magnificent display. Various creatures today dealt a hefty amount of damage by myself, if I must say. So, vote for me.
Last but not least, Taj.
I think you should vote for me, because if it wasn't for me, we would have 2 monsters on us. I made one laugh with my jokes.
That's true.
Okay. And no, Samuel isn't going to turn today. He still has his inspiration. He didn't have to use it because the gorilla monster was prone when he critted. But we have a tie between Azric and Taj, so I want both of you to roll a d20, and whoever gets highest will we'll get
It was laughing because of my, well, you know. I rolled a 2.
Is that something to be proud of?
The water was cold, I told you.
What was your roll for Taj?
6.
All right, and Azric got a 2, so Taj, you get the inspiration for today.
Oh, shit, you got a 2.
Yeah. So very nice. All right. And with that, thanks so much, everybody, for watching and hanging out. If you haven't, please go check out our YouTube. It would really help us out. We're going to be back on Monday for Tome of Knowledge at 6 p.m. Pacific. Tuesday for an art stream with Bun at 7 p.m. And the next episode, don't forget, is next Friday. And then the Out of Combat for this episode will air on Thursday. So check us all out for all the fun times. Check out the YouTube. and all the other
Check out the
various
Patreon.
links, their Patreon. And we will see you next time. Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.